Hi everybody, welcome back to Project Happy Home. For those of you who are new here, I'm Tanya, a doctor, lawyer turned homeschool mom of 3 kids ages 12, 9, and 7. If you are interested in videos about secular homeschooling, raising a child with ADHD, and living a more essentialist lifestyle, be sure to hit the subscribe button somewhere down below the video so that you don't miss any of them. If you are interested in geography videos in particular or grade 3 curriculum in particular, be sure to check out my playlist. I have a lot of my videos organized both by subject area and by grade level, so you can save your time in searching for them. I am an affiliate for Evan-Moor. I am very proud to be an affiliate for Evan-Moor, and today I'm going to share with you Skill Sharpeners Geography Grade 3. Now, we have actually not started using this one with my middle child yet. She is 9 years old. She is a hybrid 3rd, 4th grader. She is a 3rd grader for most of her language arts and a 4th grader for most of her math and science. The reason I mention this is because I think her reading level is more in line with what the grade 3 reading level would be in this book. The Evan-Moor workbooks in general are very on grade level, so wherever your student falls in language arts is what I would recommend for the text-heavy books. Now, when you open this book and get to the table of contents, you will notice that there are 16 units in this book that run through 6 different main elements. You have the world and spatial terms, places and regions, physical systems, human systems, the environment and society, and uses of geography. If you notice the side, it is a very colorful book, not only in its photographs and illustrations, but also in the margins. So those different essential elements are split out by color, and you can actually see the difference in how much of the workbook is addressing each element by how thick the different color margins are. So the first element, again, is the world and spatial terms. You have places and regions in blue, physical systems, human systems, environment and society, and then the uses of geography at the end. In the very first unit, you will notice there's a reading section here. The entire first page is reading, a little bit more reading about globes, and then there's questions to answer. When my eldest did this book, I believe he did the 4th grade Skill Sharpeners Geography, we did a lot of this verbally. I encourage everybody, when they look at workbooks, when they evaluate whether a workbook would be valuable to you or not, to open your mind as to how you would use it. When we are talking about reading comprehension, of course there is value in answering these questions and writing them out. But if your student is not ready for that, if they don't respond well to that, I would encourage you not to write off workbooks as a whole, because you can do them verbally. You can do them through pictures, you can do them through drawings, you can ask them to answer it in an active way with the shapes that they form with their body, etc. There's so many ways to make a 2-dimensional workbook pop out into 3 dimensions. The value of workbooks, particularly workbooks done by companies like Evan-Moor that have a very deliberate and well-planned approach to the curriculum, is that it grounds you in progressing from a beginning to an end of a topic. It grounds you in making sure you cover essential vocab for that grade level, and really does allow you to focus your study no matter what types of enriching activities you add to it. So I am, of course, an affiliate for Evan-Moor, as I mentioned, and I'm really proud to be an affiliate for them because I think they do a great job of providing different resources for different types of families. For example, the daily geography book is very different than this one. They can definitely work hand in hand. You could definitely do both of them. But for a student who responds poorly to a very structured workbook look, this is very colorful and engaging and interesting, and almost operates as a textbook that happens to have questions right there for you, like a work textbook. So here you have Earth from space. I love that they have like a clear section where they highlight the vocab, and then you have more questions. If there was anything I would change about this workbook, it would be that they make some of these beautiful graphic pages single-sided so that we could add them to our notebook. But that's neither here nor there. Here you have all about Earth. You have some fill-in-the-blank activities, some more expansive thinking questions. Do you think more people live above or below the equator? Why? There's an activity here where you can make a model of the planet. Here's another application where you go to a globe, you spin it, you put your hand on it, and you evaluate where it is. Is it on land or the ocean? Is it near the equator? This is an opportunity to talk about things like lines of longitude and latitude, etc. You have now another section on tornado chasing. And so you have an interesting reason to learn about cardinal directions and compass roses. You have pictures of tornado chasers. Another thing I would encourage people to do is when they get a workbook like this, or any workbook, go through it before you start it with your child, or at least check the next like 3 or 4 weeks and see what other kind of extracurriculars you can add to this curriculum. Prepare what types of materials you might need, like a map, etc., for the hands-on activities. It really does make doing these learning activities in a robust way much easier. So here you have a practice drill about how you would get out, the description about the tornado alley. And I'm just going to flip a little bit further, where when you start places and regions, again, you have the reading section, you have answer questions. Scattered throughout are application questions where you have a writing assignment as well. One of the things I like about the Skill Sharpeners books is that they allow you to practice not only geography, but also like some writing, some creative writing, as well as expository writing. Like, for example, here you're finding more information about a major river or lake near your own town. So it's a practical application, truly, of the information you're learning. You're talking about Yellowstone, there's crosswords. Here's like a volcano eruption, everybody's favorite activity. And as you flip through, you can see that you have similar visual literacy activities, reading, comprehension questions, vocab practice, hands-on activities, and then application again. And then you have an answer key. This is my favorite type of answer key that Evan-Moor does. It is full workbook page reproductions. I encourage you, when you have answer keys like this, to let the older students in your classroom review the work for the younger students. It's really easy for them to use answer keys like this to grade. And it also kind of reminds them of the things that they've learned in the past. So I think this is a great workbook. I think it's a really nice addition to anybody's curriculum. I don't think it's a standalone workbook. I think that if you wanted to combine it with another Evan-Moor workbook for geography, it would be daily geography. This is more of a how do you apply geography, why does geography matter type of book. How do you read a map? How do you evaluate graphs and charts, etc. So if you have a student who really responds well to like colorful things, the entire Skill Sharpeners line is much more colorful and much more visually engaging than the daily subjects line from Evan-Moor. So as always, you guys, when you use my affiliate links in the description box below, I do appreciate the support. I thank you for your time. I know it's valuable. Thanks for spending some of it with me, and I wish you the very best day.